5, we're here for you.
Good evening and welcome to News 4 San Antonio at 5. I'm Darian Trotter. Tonight, a winter storm that stretches from New Mexico to New England is about to bear down on San Antonio, the Hill Country, and much of central Texas. Part of our viewing our area under an ice storm warning, and San Antonio is looking at a freeze rain that could be dangerous, bringing ice tonight. We have team coverage with reporters and meteorologists across the area and across Texas. News 4 San Antonio's Phil Sterling is in Bexar County. Meteorologist Joe DiCarlo is tracking conditions in Kerr County. But first, let's get to Chief Meteorologist Chris Suchan tracking the latest. Chris.
All right, Darian, thank you very much. Let's get everyone up to speed on the warnings that we have. We have an array of advisories and warnings. From a winter weather advisory in our southwestern tier from Pearsall to Eagle Pass, Carrizo Springs, you're under a winter weather advisory tonight. Elsewhere, it's a winter storm warning, which includes Bexar County. That's for the potential up to about a quarter inch or so of some ice in some cases. That's the warning criteria for the winter storm warning. This is an ice storm warning. That really does raise the eyebrow in terms of the potential for damage from ice buildup. That's a quarter inch to maybe near a half inch of ice that could build up on trees, power lines. So you see that's the Hill Country from Rock Springs there in the Edwards Plateau to New Braunfels, Canyon Lake, Bernie in it, right up into Austin. At the moment, the temperature, it's been steadily falling all day. We're now down to 29, and that's pretty popular from here, Castle Hills, Leon Valley, Alamo Heights. There's Stone Oak, you're 27 degrees right now. Scenic Oaks is 27. So now we're supportive for icing from here on out, because it's only going to get colder. And across the area, you see the freezing line is now down to the south. Eagle Pass is right around the freezing mark. Del Rio, you're 28 degrees, 21 Rock Springs. So what do we have out there with those temperatures? Well, we've had this leading little batch of, this is really light mist that has been moving through. And so it's now underway. The process now is trying to fill in on radar. It only gets worse from here. Let me tell you, I strongly encourage you to stay off our roadways here tonight. They are going to be very dangerous. As I see it later this evening and through the overnight hours, it's a mix of sleet and freezing rain. You can't negotiate that even with four-wheel drive, and especially the elevated surfaces. At the same time, we're going to have wind chill values from -5 to 15 degrees if you're venturing out overnight. So if you do have to head out, in some cases, some will, you have to go out with a safety kit. Please make sure you have food, water with you, a blanket, your iPhone charger, just in case there's a spin out or you break down in these elements tonight. You want to make sure that you have safety front and center with you if you're going to be out in these conditions. I'll tell you, tomorrow the sun's out, roads will be much better into the afternoon with a lot of melting and some drying of our roadways. So as we work our way here through this evening, 6 o'clock, conditions are deteriorating. So I have the caution flag out, but as the coverage of freezing rain sleet increases from 9 o'clock to midnight, it is extremely hazardous across our 4 zones through the middle of the night, 3 o'clock to 7 o'clock. And then you see how we do get the improvements in the afternoon. Even the Hill Country tomorrow afternoon should be in better shape, but then you start to get the little refreeze possibilities. So this is freezing mist that's been moving through Guadalupe County, Comal, parts of eastern Bexar County. Some of this will be clipping across our eastern zone here over the next hour. We look back to the west, and you see the leading signs here of this big batch of moisture from this area of low pressure. That's going to be spreading through. And so as we walk you through it here tonight, you see this is widespread sleet and freezing rain accumulating as it moves across through the night, and then it's long gone by tomorrow with the sun coming back out here. So we're going to break down how much ice across our area. That's all coming up here shortly. Darian?
All right, from Chris, let's continue our team coverage with News 4 meteorologist Joe DiCarlo live in Kerr County.
Hey Darian, yeah, we are here in Kerrville, right along Highway 16, and like Chris mentioned, we're a little bit in a lull right now, but we do have a little bit of mist that is falling right now, and we are expecting that freezing rain, sleet to only increase as we get into the later evening and tonight in the overnight period as well. So right now, take a look at Highway 16 here in Kerrville. Not a whole lot of traffic currently on the roads, which is definitely good news. there. It is pretty quiet as you look along Highway 16 right now. We do have the strong northerly winds though kicking in. It is a very cold Saturday afternoon here in Kerrville. Temperatures in the 20s, and we do expect again that freezing rain and sleet to increase later on this afternoon. So what we want to tell everyone in the hill country, we have an ice storm warning until noon tomorrow. So the best thing to do tonight is to avoid travel if you can across the hill country. We'll be here throughout the evening and keep you updated as we do expect that freezing rain and sleet to increase in the hours ahead. Back over to you.
All right, from Joe, let's move over to News 4's Phil Sterling live in San Antonio, keeping an eye on what's happening on the ground and on our roads. Phil, what's it looking like out there?
Darren, I'm here, like you said, in North San Antonio near I-10 and 1604, and right now it looks like there's some crews treating these highway overpasses behind me. Now, on the way here, we saw road crews putting down brine. That's TxDOT working to make highways safe. Their public information officer told me overpasses and bridges cool down faster than lower roads near the ground. They're treating highways across the entire San Antonio district now, meaning from Uvalde to Kerrville. One local business owner said as long as there isn't freezing rain on the roads, he feels fine driving, but for today, he had to close his smoothie business because customers weren't coming in.
Looks like we're at war or something. Everybody is at home, hiding away, you know. So it's not good for people feeling good, moving around. It's not good for business.
He told us he lived in New Jersey where weather like this is not out of the ordinary, but he worries that Texas equipment is not equipped to handle the freeze. Now, in the past during winter storms, we have seen the city shut down overpasses like this, but it remains to be seen what happens tonight. Phil Sterling reporting live from San Antonio, News 4 San Antonio.
All right, thanks a lot, Phil. Turning now from roads to the skies, several flights at the San Antonio International Airport have also been canceled or delayed today. According to FlightAware, at least 22 flights have been canceled and 9 delays issued so far. Flights leaving the airport. Those include flights to Dallas, Charlotte, Chicago, Mexico City, Atlanta, and Phoenix. Most of those delays are American Airlines flights, but also include Delta, Volaris, and Spirit. As for flights arriving to San Antonio, at least 35 flights have been canceled and 13 delayed. Across the country, some 12,000 flights have been canceled so far this weekend because of the storm. The city has activated several cold weather services for the duration of the winter storm. 6 resilience hubs are open across the city with community centers, senior centers, and libraries also being used as warming centers. The city says pets will be allowed at those locations. The mayor asking everyone, sending out a message about travel during the storm.
If you don't need to travel over the next kind of 48 hours, please minimize that, not only to be able to ensure that our first responders can respond to issues in the community, but as you'll hear in particular from TxDOT, there's going to be work that is ongoing as they treat these roads.
All right, several school districts across San Antonio, the Hill Country, and South Texas have already announced plans to close Monday. That includes Comfort, Poth, Eagle Pass, Harlandale, South San Antonio, Northside, Northeast San Antonio, Judson, and Edgewood ISDs. News 4 will continue to monitor and let you know if more districts announce closures for Monday because of the winter storm. Be sure to visit our website. And we want to see what your experiences with the winter blast look like. To share your photos and videos with us, just scan the QR code you see there on your screen. What you share could end up on one of our newscasts to help others see the impact of the storm everyone is experiencing. Keep it right here on News 4. We'll continue to follow the winter storm all evening and all night long. Chris and Jeanette will be here all night and all morning, consistently updating the weather conditions and bringing you the latest on the storm right here on News 4 and on News 4 SanAntonio.com, as well as our YouTube channel and Facebook pages. We will be here for you, and we'll check back with Chris for an update here in just a few minutes.